C102, Logistic and Fulfillment. This is a new module, new topic this year. Last year we don't have this topic. So today we have 4 coach. One is Mr. Ng from LWE, Chun Bong is from Pgeon, Nadhra is from TresGo, and Crystal from Aramex. Okay, let me start first. Just take a few minutes. Okay, SITEC Selangor Information Technology and E-Commerce Council. So what we do over here, this area, this building, we call it STCC, Selangor Digital Creative Center. Okay, we launched June 2015, so we're almost 4 years. So there's a 4 thrusts of SITEC. E-commerce education is this one, Online 100, Apps 100, and STCC. So basically, overview of SITEC, we have 2 parts. One is e-commerce and the other one is startup. So in e-commerce, we have education, e-commerce class, free e-commerce class. E-commerce masterclass is a paid class. It's not expensive, it's only 199 per class, per day. The reason why firstly I want to just give free, but I guess if I give free, then people just register and will not come. So I put some money there, 199. It's a commitment fee. So that's why it's 199. Early bird is 99. But this one will only start second half of the year, meaning after we finish all our free e-commerce class, then we only will start the paid one. So virtual learning, SITEC Academy. Under initiative at Online 100 and Apps 100 awards, we are also Alibaba Taobao University partner for Alibaba Business School training. And the rest are events, e-commerce conference, hackathon, future commerce forum, and top e-commerce merchant awards. And for startups, this year we are focusing on Industrial Revolution 4.0, Artificial Intelligence and Internet of Things. Initiative under startup, we have a program, Selangor Accelerator Program, and also Startup Connect. Startup Connect is a website where you can register yourself in the website as a startup, then we will connect you with other startups. Awards, over here we are Digital Hub and also Digital Maker Hub. So events, we have Smart City, Forum, International Pitch. So we have been running this forum from 2016. Okay, I'll skip this. I'll skip this as well. Just go straight to education. So this is our class, EC class. So free for all over here every Tuesday from 2 to 4. I put 1:30 because I give some buffer for you all to come and register. If I start at 2, then people will come at 2, register, they will start late. Correct? Okay, average per class is 100, lecture style. So in this type of class, we invite different coach, different speakers from industry, so that you will learn from them. And so they will be promoting their product as well. Okay, masterclass is limited to 30 packs. Is learning. We have a table and everything. So we have a certificate as well. So today is here. So 4 gone. So we only have like 11 left. So we divided into 3 modules, 1, 2, 3. 101, 201, and 301. 101 is more introduction. 201 more on content. 301 is focusing on digital marketing. So we have 3 languages, as you can see here. So for each module, we have 3 English class, 1 Malay, 1 Chinese language class. Okay, if you're interested, you can just register. But I think next one, 19 March, Understanding O2O is online to offline. Yes, ma'am, you can come. There's a seat here. Okay, so Alibaba Training Center. My center is official education partner of SITEC, so we are awarded. We got awarded by Alibaba to run their program over here. Okay, and then upcoming course is Alibaba Global Course next week, 5th to 7th, 3 days course. Later I'll get Mr. Go to go through some of the course. So this is the class. We have 2 speakers from Alibaba. SITEC Academy is our virtual learning. If you miss one of the class, you can just go to SITEC Academy and search for it. All the slides, video is uploaded here. Online 100, sorry. Okay, so Online 100 is a program where we help you onboard to online marketplace. Lazada, Shopee, Ubeli, and also one more is, I think, sorry I forgot, is Logon no more. So, but we have 4 marketplace. Okay. So from our data, this is from our merchants. So far we already have about 400 merchants under our program. The reason why is 100 is because every year we only allocate 100 space, 100 slot to merchants. So only 100. So the most famous one is home and living, then health and beauty, F&B, and so on. Okay. This is a demographic because this program is only for people who have a business in Selangor, registered in Selangor. Even though you are not from Selangor but your business are here, still okay, you can join. So far we don't have anyone from Hulu Selangor yet. Yeah. Okay, Apps 100, once you join this Online 100 program, then you get, this is a bundle package program. So we will create one mobile apps for your business. They say I'm selling socks. So I sell on Lazada. So if I have return customer, they can actually download my apps, my store, my online store, and then they can just purchase from there. Okay, this is a free as well. It's a free program. SDC is here, so we have a free photo studio. It's upstairs. You can just book the slot from our website. Then you can take photo for free. Camera, we will provide you camera, but editing you have to do it yourself. Maker Studio is just next door. And then co-working space. Over here, we are, I think, the cheapest co-working space in Malaysia. We only charge 100 ringgit per month. But there's some limitation. It's only from 8 to 6. We are not open on weekends, so, but it's still cheap. Okay, e-commerce event, then we have Top E-Commerce Merchant Awards. I just moved to 2018. This was last year. So last year we did a competition where all the e-commerce top merchants, I think the criteria to join is your sales must be at least minimum 50,000 a month to join, which is okay. Then from there, we'll create a page for you to start selling your product for 2 weeks. Then from there, we measure your sales and transaction. Okay. So last year, the winner is Seagum Mall, Hermo, Damakan, and all the finalists. E-Ticket, Ticket to You, PC. Kalagesha is a fashion. This one is more on religious stuff, products, and Gundam. Okay, this all are just our program, and also we have a e-commerce cross-border trip. So we select our merchants under us, so we bring them to China to just learn how to sell cross-border. So there's an opportunity for you to start selling cross-border now. Okay, the rest are just smart city. Smart city is more on we will discuss about how to promote a smart state, to provide a good service, smart service, and startup initiative. Okay, I think if you have any question, you can just ask me or any of our colleagues in SITEC. Okay, so now because next week we have a Alibaba Business School class, so I just invite SITEC Academy Director Mr. Ko to just give some explanation about the class. If any of you interested, you can still join us. So, okay, let's go, please.
Yeah, can I have your hand again? Who is the first time here? Wow, okay, so many. Okay, during the introduction, when someone introduced everything to you, I think too many programs, right? You can remember throughout about 4.5 years, we've been working very hard here to get all the program done. All the purpose behind is just to support two very important industry, which we believe is a very, cutting edge, and actually is a most important industry in the world, which is e-commerce and startup. These two actually nowadays are become leading industry in the world. You know, like Amazon, like eBay, like Alibaba, all of them actually affect a lot in our daytime life. So this center actually is to support these two very important industry. Even though Malaysia, we are not really full force in these two industry yet, but we are trying to do a lot of event, awareness, education to let our people know this in the big category we call digital economy, which is very important. And especially nowadays, everybody actually are online, you know. As you have a smartphone, you're already online. That's what we do here. If you have any inquiry or questions, please come to us. You can come to Salman, you know, any one of SITEC members here. Okay. If you don't know who are the SITEC member, I think you can come to me or Salman since we are the first two here especially for the first timer here. Okay. So last year we also talked to Alibaba, one of the biggest e-commerce player in the world. I think any one of you here don't know about this name Alibaba. As an e-commerce company, don't tell me the fairy tale, right? Okay, it's an e-commerce company. Last time when I mentioned about Alimama, someone laughed. Do you know there's a company called Alimama? Yeah, you will laugh, right? Yeah, it's in the Alibaba group. Alibaba, the most profitable company in their ecosystem, which is Alimama. You never heard before, right? Yeah, that is an affiliate program for all the merchants in their ecosystem. Okay, no, just kidding. I just want to show you all how unfamiliar we are for the China e-commerce or ecosystem or startups. We are not really familiar. Yeah? Okay, so Alimama actually is a very famous. And anybody heard about 1688.com? Okay, cool. Some of you all heard about that, right? 1688 is another platform under Alibaba ecosystem. It's a wholesaler marketplace. Like you want to buy some t-shirt or fashion things for pasar malam use or for your own store use. Where will you go? None of you know. Okay, anyone? Okay, probably you are not selling any fashion things. You go to Kanaga, right? Last time we go Ho Cheng Yun, that is a wholesale. Imagine that wholesale city, or you go to another wholesale city in Klang is KM. What's the name? GM Klang. GM Klang. Imagine the whole wholesale marketplace, which is a physical mall, become online. It's very much easier for those kampong pasar malam seller, right? Yeah, that is a very interesting things happen in China. So we talk we try very hard to get this Alibaba University. They call Taobao University, Alibaba Business School. They have a very comprehensive training syllabus. So we try to talk to them to carry their brand here. That's why since last year September we start to organize this class for Malaysian people. Okay, I will do it in short. For this Alibaba Business School, we don't teach you Alibaba ecosystem. No. Some people ask me, oh, I'm not going to sell anything in Alibaba. I'm not going to open a Taobao shop. Okay, which is no. The answer is actually this class, they compress a lot of experiences from the merchant, from the solution provider, from their, we call e-commerce enabler. All of them, they engage with them and then compress their experiences to become the content of the course. So become their own syllabus. So they come up with a very comprehensive syllabus or content to educate their own local merchants in China. That's how they start. So they, of course, as a Alibaba company or platform in China, they will fully utilize and they will teach all their merchants to use Alibaba ecosystem. But out of China, actually the concept behind is the same. So you can use it in any platform like Lazada. Anyway, Lazada still in their ecosystem, okay? Or you can use in Shopee. Okay, or you can use in Ubeli, Lelong, any platform. So the purpose to learn from this Alibaba Business School is to learn how to do e-commerce, how to do online marketing. We have two main categories. But for this time, next week we are going to have Alibaba E-Commerce Class, a 3-day comprehensive, compressed class for you all. Like SITEC also have e-commerce class like today, right? Which is a free one, so everybody can join. But we separate it into many weeks. If you want to learn, you have to come many weeks, right? So this class different from SITEC is first. SITEC will be in the very beginning stage. It's a free class, so we can't really go into deep. So first, different will be here. So Alibaba Business School, a bit intermediate. We hope if you really want to join this class, at least you already have a store, e-store in the internet. Okay, first of all. Second, if you come to SITEC and learn, it takes about few weeks or few months to complete the whole syllabus. We have 3 modules, 8 classes to attend, right? But here only 3 days. Intensive class, 3 days, you learn everything. Okay, let me introduce these two different what from SITEC. Okay, let me introduce what we'll learn from this class. 3 days. First day, you learn about analysis. You have to understand the market, what you are going to sell into the market, what is your service, what is your product, who will buy. You have to do some analysis, how good you are, how competitive you are into the market. Okay, that will be the first day, content. You are going to learn from there. Second, next day will be content marketing. So you learn about using content to reach your potential buyer or potential customer. For this content marketing, Alibaba separate into 3 kinds of content, 3 different types of content. Anybody want to try? What content you are using to reach your customer? Let me give you a hint. First is text plus picture. Simple and easy, right? So with a picture, with some text, then you can reach your customer. Tell them, I'm selling Coca-Cola, I'm selling 100 plus. This is what drinks are suitable for what to use. Okay, so first you can use picture and text. Second, video. So you use a video. Third is a very important and new trend tools or technology you can use, which is live. Yeah, anybody use live to promote your product before? Anybody? No, right? Which is free, right? If you use Facebook to do or YouTube to do, but you never use it, right? Try to use it. So you'll learn how to use these 3 different types of content marketing to outreach your potential customer and how to convert your sales as well. Okay, third day, you'll learn short activity, to doing some campaign, to do a different type of campaign to attract your customer or to convert sales. Okay, the very important different from normal, or not, don't call them normal, the traditional way to do promotion. As you have a brick and mortar store, normally how many campaigns you can run for 1 year to do some sales? To those retail chain shop, right, normally they can run about 6 up to 8 times of campaigns, right? Because it's costly. You need to set up the system, print out all the flyers, to do some outreach or promotion to your customer and pull them to your store and buy it, right? So, which is very costly. But how many times you can do for online e-store to do promotion? To go extreme, you can do a campaign every hour. Am I right? To go extreme but don't do that it will drive you crazy Okay, try at least every day a campaign, which is quite reasonable, right? Today, this morning, I already set up a campaign. I tried to blast it out, but the result is not good. Then tomorrow, why not you change it? Discuss afternoon, the result is no good. Discuss with a team member and then come out another campaign. Next day, you can try again. You can try until you understand what your customer needs. What I talk about is short activity. You have to come out a lot of different type of campaign. So this 3 days, which is quite comprehensive, you can learn from Alibaba expert. I'm not the trainer. The trainer were all the way from China, 2 very young and beautiful ladies. at least you won't feel sleepy. Just kidding. Okay, I mean for guys lah. Okay, okay. So in short, if that will be my introduction. If you have any inquiry or you want to know more about this, or you really want to register, we are running this course is 5,800 per pax, but we are running a promotion, right, for this class month. Okay, so the promotion will be 4,000 something, 4,500. 4,500 for today. If you come and register, you can go to someone or the lady
we have
out there.
counter
We have a counter outside. You can see the Alibaba Business School. Okay, or you can come to me lah. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Go.
My name is I'm going to be the first person talking this afternoon. I'm from LWE, the founder of this company, and I'm the CEO now also. So far, I think I've seen some old faces, but many are new to me. And I'm surprised to see the crowd today is so large. That shows that more and more people are getting interested in this e-commerce business. So far, may I just have a show of hand, how many of you already in e-commerce business? Only a few. Because I need to assess your experience so that I will then see how deep I got to go lower to explain some of those processes. Okay, maybe you're too shy to raise your hand. I ask, how many have never done e-commerce before? E-commerce. Sure. Do you know anything about Lazada, Shopee? You buy things? Do you buy things? Anybody don't buy from any e-commerce marketplace? Okay, I think everybody buy. Anyway, so are you here to learn how to buy cheap things? Or are you here trying to see whether you can do e-commerce business? Which one? Second one. Okay, that would be good. Now I'm going to show you only this part today, but of course I'm going to also introduce subsequently if I have time, because I'm given 45 minutes, to talk about how you can do business over internet, e-commerce sales. I will make it very simple for you so that you don't even have to know what is a logistic, what is payment. You just sell. You don't even have to move any cargo. That's the way it should be today. Basically, you sell over. Now, e-commerce can be sold not just in Lazada, Shopee, or Lelong, or 11th Street. I'm sure many of you are in WeChat, WhatsApp, Instagram, or Telegram, I don't know. So many. So those are where you can sell personally to your friends and relatives. This is also one of those very common channels on what we call the C2C. But today, let me just quickly go through about logistic and the fulfillment for you first. Okay. Oh. All right. Now today, we're going to touch on cross-border e-commerce. I'm not sure why my guys put this on the front. Anyway, since it's coming up here, let me just explain what is cross-border. Cross-border basically, because e-commerce, basically when you first start, you normally sell locally. You don't sell cross-border. Cross-border means you sell from Malaysia to Singapore to Korea to Japan to China to Hong Kong, and anyway. Because today, because of internet, there's borderless. There's no border. You can sell anywhere. So there are so many ways people can help you to sell across the border. And these are the following challenges. Let me see quickly what we have over here first. Yeah, because I've been not talking about this for quite some time. Okay. Sorry. Okay. let's see what are the challenges. When you want to do cross-border e-commerce, basically you have to know, you need to engage a logistic company to pick it up from your place, or they do a supply chain management for you, keep your things in your warehouse, you do the pick and pack according to the order, and all these solutions are provided to you by many e-commerce service provider, so that when there is an order, the order goes straight to the logistic partner who is handling your pick and pack, and then they'll do the last mile, they'll do the delivery. So you know, as what I said earlier, you don't do anything, you don't have to do packing. But of course, if you choose to do pick and pack at home, it can be done, especially for those cottage industry where you want to start first. You have to try it out first and see how are the processes. Yeah. Now, but when you, and this is very simple, local to local, C2C, or maybe you sell over Facebook, you can just sell and people order, you just deliver to the house, and payment, he just transfer to your bank accounts, or he just pay you cash. That's very, very simple. But if you want to do more, you can't do it this way. Everything we try to cut short. So you don't do everything yourself. So some of these services will be done by the service provider. Payment will be done by payment solution company. Logistic will be done by people like us. Yeah, and then the internet, what do you call the marketplace? Then you use Facebook. You can use Instagram. You can use YouTube. So many. Yeah. And of course, you can still use Lazada, Shopee, but you have to register account with them. You have to register with Leilong before you can sell. You can open up a store, or brand store, whatever you want. So there's so many, so many ways. So, but when you come to cross-border logistics, the most difficult part is the custom clearance. If you cannot handle custom clearance in the destination country where you want to sell, then you're going to have a problem. Your shipment gets stuck with the custom, and then if there's a duty, who's going to pay for you? So this is where the service provider like us, doing cross-border logistics, will handle all these things for you, then we'll pay first, and sometimes in some instances, you don't even need to pay any duty and taxes. Because for e-commerce, just take a simple example, if you want to sell anything over into Australia, anything that you sell not more than 1,000 Australian dollars is free of duty and tax. So it's very easy. Yeah? So you need people with plenty of knowledge about custom regulation and procedure to guide you through. So we are one of them who is very familiar with this cross-border regulation. And we have partners all over Southeast Asia. We have even partners in North Asia, East Asia, including Korea, Japan, India, Australia, New Zealand, Singapore, even to Europe and US. So therefore, the next one is, as I said, when you send one piece, what we drop ship. We drop ship. When people make an order over the internet, or over the website, then you pick and pack. So from here, you send, for instance, you send one parcel into Indonesia. But Indonesia, then we have to pick it up, we have to put the label, we send it over to Indonesia, then we have to arrange somebody to custom clear, even it is a 200 gram parcel, or maybe it is only just 10 gram of a plastic cover for your handphone. So these are things you still have to go through certain documentation to get custom clear. And then if this thing is not subject to custom duty, then you just clear, and then you arrange somebody over there to do the delivery. This is called dropship. But one day when you found that you have your product that you're selling is so popular over in Indonesia, and people like to buy this thing regularly, especially all those for daily consumption. Yeah, say for instance in Indonesia they're very popular with the Indomie. Here you have the laksami. So somebody in Indonesia like to buy laksami, likes to eat every week. So he can't be buying every week. He will buy, say, one package, 20 pieces inside, 40 pieces inside, pack, then store it. Yeah, but if you were to sell this kind of product which is so cheap, and you drop ship over there, and you send by air, it's going to be very expensive. You send through DHL, or you send through FedEx, you send through UPS, through their normal B2B solution, that doesn't work because it's too expensive. Even if you can find a solution, the best, easiest way, the cheapest way is you give it to Post Malaysia. But Post, unfortunately, it is so, they have so many transactions that sometimes the thing go astray and you can't track it. When you have a problem, you may have problem of getting the customer services to support you. So these are the challenges. So because sometimes maybe through your own fault by writing the wrong business code, the postal code, wrong description, all these things can cause delay. So therefore, you need people with experience to guide you how to do it the right way. So, okay, you come to a time where you say that this particular brand of things is so cheap. Maybe it costs you only 50 cents a package. You can't be spending $2, $3, even that cheap, to send it across to Indonesia. And I think in reality it costs much than that, maybe about $10, $20, 10, 20 ringgit. So you plan to send by bulk. You probably send one container. When you send one container to Indonesia, what do? You don't send by air. You have to ship it out by sea. So that we call the first leg. From Malaysia to Indonesia, first leg by sea. Then once you send it by sea, you need somebody over there to clear for you, custom clear for you, pay the duty and tax because it's in bulk. You can't get duty exemption. Then put into their warehouse. Put into the warehouse when there's an order, then they pick and pack for you. You don't do anything. The e-commerce company or the logistic company handling all these things will take care of everything for you. They will do the services for you. Then you just pay them a service charge and you make the money. You just sit down there and see how much you can sell. And you do a bit of social media advertising, and then you engage some advertising company to help you. So these are the processes which I can't afford to go into much detail with you today. So that's where the cross-border logistics that you have to arrange. Then you have local industry insights. What do you mean by that? It simply means that when you want to sell something into Indonesia, you surely would like to do some marketing research to see whether such thing is okay or not okay. Now, if you want to sell into Indonesia and make sure everybody also can buy, I'm sure you want to make sure that your products are halal certified. If it's not halal certified, then the Muslim people may not want to buy. Then you only have access to the non-Muslim. So these are the market research, or we call the insight of the local industry that you have to do, you have to carry out before you decide whether you want to sell your products over there. Then next, and sometimes when you are sent over there, the problem is you need customer service support. No doubt, many of us speak very good Bahasa in Malaysia, but unfortunately, Bahasa Indonesia are not exactly like ours. So you may not be able to use the right words in your description. So we got to get the language translated for your food description, and then we have to get the local customer service to support in their local language. Otherwise, people will think that, this guy is from overseas, he's from Malaysia, he's not here, he doesn't feel safe. So therefore, you have to arrange local customer service support, and then you have to do the translation. I give you another very simple example. It's Vietnam. What are you going to do? Thailand. What are you going to do? Completely different. Many of us don't even know a single word. So all these things, you need a local team to do that. Then you have local government agency incentive, international tag integration and payment gateway. All this you need to do it, and of course by the service provider. It can be done by the marketplace for you in Indonesia. Maybe you sell in Beli, you sell in Tokopedia, all these are the local famous one, or you sell in Lazada, Shopee. But you need to do some technical things where integration must be done, the software part must be handled. So all these things, you must process all this issue before you can start selling into cross-border. Now, after hearing all this, you say, wow, so difficult, how to do it? Don't worry. All this, we do. We are a cross-border e-commerce enabler on top of cross-border logistics. Meaning to say, if you have a product that you want to sell, you do not know how to do it, come and see us, we'll guide you, we'll teach you, we'll advise you what is the best choice. Okay? Now, shipping and custom restrictions, different products, you have different issue attached to it. So you got to be pretty familiar with it. Like this one. This wheel balancing equipment, yeah? Now this one, you can easily find in China. We import or we export a lot to Australia. But inside there's a battery, lithium battery. Now anything to deal with lithium battery are not allowed to be uplifted into the plane. So again, this is a challenge. Now how can we do it? We still put up to the plane. We have to follow certain procedure. We call this as dangerous goods. Under the IATA rules, yeah? IATA rules, it means international air cargo procedures and all that. You know, all airlines must follow IATA rules. We will have to do a special packing for you so that there is no risk involved. Otherwise, this thing can burn and it cause fire in the plane. It's going to be very expensive for anyone. So these are the things that we have to know. And this, when you come to this kind of product, liquor, where you have alcohol content, Malaysia, you return license, you strictly can't import. You can't export. But in some of the countries, if the alcohol content is lower than 30%, you can do the import without any permits. For example, Hong Kong. For example, China, you can also import without permits below certain numbers. So these are the things that we will guide you. And here, all these are health products. You need health permits, you need health certificate, you need pre-approved health certificate. So therefore, before you sell, we have asked you to produce all these things. If you don't have, then we'll look at all the contents, we'll ask you for all the formulas, we will then get our people over the other side to apply for you. Then of course, here you have the cosmetic. Cosmetic has got alcohol content. Yeah, cosmetic, you may also have to apply for halal certification before the Muslim can make use of it. So all these things you have to find out. And these firecrackers, most country doesn't allow you to sell. Am I right? So it's prohibited. Now, all this in Indonesia, we are just taking an example to explain this. For Indonesia, things like this, you must apply for BPOM. BPOM is the name of the certificate issued by the National Agency of Food and Drug Control. So you need to register so that you get a label, stick it onto the product. Otherwise, you can't enter. All right, all these things we can do for you. Certification. And then you have to certify that this has been approved, and then we have to know the content of the product is harmless to human consumption. Then you have to get the local company and partner distributor to handle all these things pre-import. So before import, you have to get all these things settled before you can start shipping out. Otherwise, even you send one piece, you get stuck. So all this you have to know. And then of course in Malaysia, into Vietnam, into Singapore, into any other country, they have different rules and regulations, and we have to be very familiar with it. Now, just now I mentioned about this, Australian 1000. So similarly in other countries, you can see. So this will help you to reduce the value of the products. I mean the purchase price of the product. If I am as a consumer in Australia, anything I buy less than 1,000, definitely what I bought by way of e-commerce will be cheaper than I buy from the local shop. Because local shop has got to run the shop, pay rental, overheads, got to pay duty because they buy in bulk. So therefore, a lot of things you can sell, even electronic gadget appliances, you sell into Australia, you can get tax-free. Yeah? So only difference is you probably take about 1 week to cross over there, but the moment you enter into a warehouse, you do the pick and pack, too bad. You don't enjoy this 1,000 tax exemption. We call diminished value. So you don't enjoy the diminished value of 1,000 anymore. Now in UK, that's bad. 15 pounds only. Anything more than 15 pounds, you have to pay, if I'm not wrong, 19 or 20% VAT. Very high VAT. Import duty for most of the European countries are very low, but they have very high VAT. So this one is Indonesia, where everything below 75, you can easily get through. Anything less than 1,000 US dollars, you don't need pay permits, but you pay duty. All right? And then here, China, which I will show you in the different slides. China is a bit more complicated, not so easy like this. And here, US, anything less than 800 US dollars, you don't pay duty. So selling into US is quite easy. So many people selling through the eBay will understand this Australia, UK, and US very well. And as I said earlier, the average duty in some of this country where the GST is high, in US there's no GST. US, you only pay import duty, 5.63% is the average. So it ranges from 3% up to even 10%. Okay, China, there are various type of various way of exporting into China. Now, why China is important and why I single it out and explain to you all, simply because China is a huge market. It is so much nearer to Malaysia. And there's so many ways that you can sell into China market. All right? And China e-commerce is the world #1 e-commerce in terms of technology, in terms of volume. They are even much bigger than Amazon now. So they have come up with many of their own unique way of selling through the internet. And in China, they don't have Facebook, they don't have YouTube, they don't have Instagram, because China, their security is the government is very careful about the country's security. So they do not use any Western solution because they are afraid that there might be leakages of information using a Western solution. That's why you can see, you can read in the news that why US is trying so hard to stop Huawei, the 5G technology, to enter into the US, and US is even influencing the other Western countries like Australia, New Zealand, and UK and European countries. Now anyway, back to China. There's so many different methods we talk about doing clearance into China. Personal postal clearance, this is by China Post. We work closely with China Post. So that means to say whatever products that we sell into China, we hand over to China Post. China Post will do the custom clearance, and then they will do the delivery. And delivery in China through their postal services, especially EMS, is very good, and they can deliver in the entire China within 5 days, anywhere. Then we have another service called E-Express services from Hong Kong, where we will export it to Hong Kong. Then from Hong Kong, we will then pass it to Hong Kong Postal Office. Then Hong Kong Post will then use this E-Express services and send it over to China and get it delivered through EMS also. So this is a bit more expensive, but service is as good as EMS services in China. But of course, postal clearance and postal services, there are other economical solution available in China as well. But it's cheaper than EMS, but the timing might be slightly longer. BC model. What do you call BC model? BC model basically is to send to a clearance in custom, commercial clearance. Then after that, you inject into the local courier and get it delivered. This one is another service. It all depends, because they are different way of taxing you using different methods, which I'll go through with you afterwards. This is the one. Now, there are various modes to consider into China. Number one, we look at BC, E-Commerce BC, BC mode, or we call, what is BBC and BC? Later on explain. Now there's a limit in terms of the value that you import. If you sell a product which is less than 2,000 RMB per order, per package order, but you can go through this BC model, but every single shipment, they will need you to provide the consignee's ID number. Why? Because with that ID number, they will be able to track this particular person, how many times you've ordered during the year. If the total value they have imported over the year is more than 20,000, you can't use this service anymore, and you pay the duty as normal. Now, what do you mean by duty as normal? I just tell you just one simple example. The VAT in China is 17%, but this year it dropped to 16%. The VAT is already 16%. Import duty, if it's a cosmetic, probably you pay as high as 30%. So these are things you have to be careful. But if you sell one piece of this cosmetic and value is less than $2,000, no issue. You pay a flat rate of 11.2% now. Consumption tax they call. A consolidated or integrated tax. No more import duty, no more VAT. Just one tax they call integrated tax. 11.2. Now how does the 11.2 work out? Now for e-commerce solution in China, under BC solution, you pay 70% of the actual VAT, which is 16%. 16% times 70% equal to 11.2. This is the discounted rate that you pay. So you just pay 11.2, everything take care. So you can send anything. There's no 100% exemption under this BC rule. Then the weight limitation, it must not be more than 30 kg. And customs inspection, it can be as high as 100%. Don't play a fool in China. They check and they find that you infringe the law, under declare or wrong description, they can hold back your shipment, they can confiscate. And last mile, as I said, you can use a local courier like Shentong, Shitong Yida. These are the normal courier level A type of courier services, which we work with them very closely, or you can use EMS. Now, Second type of clearance, what is the advantage here? This is an old system which the government is trying to slowly phase off. Alright? Now, if it is a personal postal clearance, you don't have to do product registration. This one just I forgot. You have to do, before you send, you have to do product registration with the custom to say that you want to send this as by e-commerce. So these two don't need. Now here, maximum is 1,000 per order, 800 per order from Hong Kong or Macau. Yeah, if it is any other country, it's 1,000. But if you ship it out from Hong Kong or Macau, it's 800 only.